So I think you need to come like a little bit, either a little bit tipsy or a little bit tired, or after like just doing a nap. And you're just like, oh, I don't know where I am, like what's happening, but I can talk.
Sure. There's this, do you know that saying, after tired comes stupid? Or like after tired comes
or
silly?
after stupid comes tired. I don't know. It could also be that. But my ovulation is killing me today, and that is also like I feel like my brow just went up. I'm not seeing myself, but this is how I feel. Like my ovaries, whatever that's called in English, they're like they're
You just said what it is, and then
they're in a they're making a disco.
You're shifting.
And yes, and I am like my brows go up and down. I'm just like I don't know what I'm doing. It's crazy. Like I woke up and I just felt like okay, that is just not going to go well today. And it's such a nightmare. Why?
I don't know.
Do you feel like...
Because what's the purpose?
There's a couple of purposes biologically, but I just don't get it. Like, it's so painful. I think even ovulation is worse for me than the actual period. The actual period is like gross, obviously, but like... the ovulation.
No, I think I'm the opposite.
It's just like it's my body. It's like my body is reminding me of, hey girl, it's up. It's
knock,
your
knock,
time. Knock, knock, knock. Girl, get ready. And I'm like, no, thanks. So I'm not happy today.
But we're matching in a way. Because I was just going through a very
we were matching at some
problematic
point. Problematic phase. But we were matching at some point.
We were matching at some point, but it keeps changing.
But then probably I ate like too much like fast food or McDonald's, and then my hormones just decided to go off.
Happens. No. Anyway, so do you feel mentally prepared to do this, or do you want to not do it?
I'm fine. I just feel very
wobbly.
No, I feel wobbly. Yes, I feel wobbly, and I feel very like I've had like 2 drinks. Like the feeling when you are not drunk, but you feel like your body relaxes.
Something's happening.
Yeah, exactly. So that is what I'm feeling now, which I think is just good for doing anything really, because you don't think too
and
much.
also you did not poison your body, so even better.
No, I did not take any meds, which is so surprising because that was my thought.
I meant alcohol. Actually,
alcohol. No, but like meds. My first thought in the morning was I'm going to take something against it, and then because of my HD, whatever that's called, ADD, I don't know. I don't even know. But this thing, I don't think I have. I've like never been diagnosed, but this is what I say. So probably this is offensive to some. But my ADD that I have self-diagnosed with made me forget. Like
is it ADD?
I don't know. I feel like I have too many
know
thoughts,
what's funny?
but that's
I could
maybe
Google it just right away, and I
have no idea. To be honest, I have no idea what like OCD, ADD, and overthinking. All these things just sound the same.
HQ.
And probably I have all of them.
When buying a new screen, like, what do you need? Well, HDD, OCD, like, what functions can you possibly...
I just cried and possibly also peed myself.
And it's normal.
But I feel like I have some of any of those. But you feel like these days, everyone just needs to tag you. Whenever you're talking to someone and you're like
what?
Oh, I've had these thoughts and this and I didn't finish that. And someone's like, yeah, you have ADHD for sure. I have that too. Like my husband has that too.
It's ADHD actually.
That's fun.
It's
we can call it ADD.
Common
it's like an ADD version for me only.
It's attention deficit hyperactivity disorder.
Okay.
But so in your case, it would be attention deficit because you have that, and then double. Attention
deficit double. That's actually something I will put on my resume going forward because I'm just crying. This is literally so stupid. But did you notice that people will tag you and like, oh yeah, for sure you have this, like you have OCD.
No,
like,
but that's what I said to you 2 weeks ago when I was annoyed, where you said, "Oh, that definitely is some form of OCD."
Yeah,
back off, first of all. But I don't need another problem. I need a tissue.
No, I'm fine. I keep doing that as well. I keep tagging people and myself, but then when someone does that, I'm like, hold on, bitch, that's not Like
You
I
don't know
hate
me,
that.
first of all.
You don't know me. I don't know myself, so that's fine. But
I think it.
but yeah.
Yeah. But ADD tracks. I would just stick with ADD and just go with
is
it.
great.
In
And
any
I forgot
conversation you
already
have.
what it was.
And just confuse people because they won't know and they won't Google.
yeah, and
And just be like-
you know, I've been diagnosed with ADD, and everyone's like nodding, like, oh yeah, we know that, and no one knows.
Next thing you know, you're going on a morning show, you're explaining the whole problem, and everyone's like, wow.
There's been several fake careers
You're
made
the
of
first
telling
case.
stories. Yeah, exactly. So I mean, whatever, we could do that as well.
You just actually you've done that to a dry eye, and the other one that actually is a tear.
I don't want to point to some people in public that do that.
Right?
Like
And
why
we know who we're talking about.
drying like a dry eye. No, but actually mine was not dry, so I would like to
Oh, my
please
apologies.
apologize.
My apologies.
exactly. What a
Here.
chaotic start. I don't know. But this is what womanhood or whatever. I don't like that word, but like being a woman is very chaotic and you don't know what's happening.
On some days, and then there's days where we absolutely shine, and we have all the answers.
Yes, we shine at work, for example. I'm so professional sometimes at work. I'm like, who the fuck
this is
she?
work.
Who the fuck
Hello?
is she? You know, like
Yeah, right?
you feel like you're
slightly
like another
obsessed.
person. Kind of obsessed with yourself, and then like
I would
someone
hire her, but then again, you know,
yeah. And then someone will give you like a compliment, and you're like, you are not listening to the second part of the story and to like conversation because you just keep thinking how great that was and how great your question was,
and how
everything.
someone just finally sees you for you.
Exactly. So I need that praise. This is the only way. This is the only reason I think I work, and of course to go on trips and stuff, but not for like professional growth or. Any
I
of these.
think that's not a thing anymore.
Did you see
2026
that there's
professional
a-
growth now?
Did you see it's all over X or
Definitely
Twitter
not.
or whatever? Yeah, probably you haven't, or I don't know where I've seen it, but there's or this is AI probably. I don't know. Like I'm not good with AI. I don't understand when it's happening. Like sometimes when it's like very obnoxious, I will know. Okay, that monkey probably like doesn't do dinner for itself. I don't understand that, but like in general, there's so many videos where it's just like, okay, is this real or not? And I stopped questioning myself. So that's bad. But there is supposedly like a translator, like a Google Translate for LinkedIn. So you'll put in like, I just went to the toilet and I have like big ovulation.
Right.
And so
it generates
and
the
it generates like a
professional
LinkedIn
sentence.
version of that sentence. And I'm just thinking, where have we landed as a world? I think LinkedIn is by far the worst that has happened. I mean, Facebook is also quite bad when you look at all the boomers and the stuff they send to each other, but I think LinkedIn
How
is
would
just
you know
takes.
what boomers send to each other on Facebook?
I have parents,
All right.
and
No, fair enough. Fair enough.
I have parents, and I've actually like have some friends that they have older husbands. You know what I mean? And they were showing me stuff that is circulating, and I'm like, okay, this is just unbearable.
I don't need to participate in this.
No.
Thank you so much. And please do not include me in any additional group.
No,
There is.
I think you've left all groups possible that were created.
I'm in a group with you, so that's like
Yeah,
enough.
but you've left a couple of like family groups and
Yes,
stuff.
'cause
But
I
I
don't
think
like
like people
spamming.
still tag you, but you cannot see it, right? That's so weird though, that you leave a group, but the others don't see it, sort of. So they keep like,
I think it used to be a thing where it says
Someone left the
or
con-
that number left the chat, but I'm not sure that because I don't participate.
probably you
in
left
those.
like 4 years ago, and people forgot, and they still keep
I
sending you
think
stuff.
so. But we tried to do it a while ago, and we didn't have access to it on one phone, and then on the other phone, it said that all 3 people were there.
I don't know. This
Technology,
is,
okay?
Technology is not
And we
my
don't need to
strong
get
suit.
into the details because
No.
we're not going to solve the problem.
No.
And that's not a problem, actually, because we're somehow managing to connect those, whatever, mics and stuff. So I mean, Oscar worthy.
I don't know. I don't think too fondly of the Oscars. I by the way had seen that like the Oscars watch rates or whatever it's called have gone so much like so down since 1996 or something. That is just crazy. But it's crazy to me that still so many people watch it. I mean, to me, it's sort of interesting to wake up in the morning and go like on a news site and check like who won, just like out of curiosity. And if anyone I know won, you know, like stuff like that. Not even someone I watched, but like someone I know, because I don't know many of these people anymore.
Like your neighbor.
Yeah, it's like me maybe. But watching that thing, I remember when I was like 12 or 13, and I
think
felt
you've recorded it once when recording was a thing where you would set up
like
your
a VHS.
DVD device type of thing to.
Crazy.
It was just probably just a TV where you would say, please record that at what in the
And
middle
I
of the
used
night.
to watch like who dressed up how and like who did
comparing
what.
the styles and like, oh wow, she's going through a
Yeah,
very.
and I'm just wondering because that's probably around the time where I was learning English and I felt everything that was in English was just interesting and I was going on people.com and like watching all gossip. But now, these days, I'm not sure. Have you watched any bits from the Oscars? This is just cringeworthy to me. I'm not sure if I've gone old, I've grown old, or I've grown I don't know what. But whenever I watch bits from that, I get so embarrassed. Like these speeches and everything is just like so intimate. And
the speeches from the people who win, I think, are not that terrible, probably.
but
that also is in a way performative. Depending, I rolled so hard. Depending on who's getting the award. Because, there's actors and some we like, some we don't.
nothing against the people that win or like work.
But the
actors,
people
like,
who
that's not what I'm saying.
announce, I don't know what the word is, where like they announce who the nominees are.
Feels
and who
like kind of a
won.
stand-up, but
They
it's
all
not
come- they
funny
all
at all.
come prepped with a scene.
Yes.
And I don't like that part because we're not in high school. We're not making a scene in theater class. And that's what it's giving. And I think the people who are doing it together, because some of them do it in couples, they don't particularly like each other probably or anything. So it's just,
I don't know why, but I don't like anything that is performative in that sense. I'm not saying like I don't want to say it as it was said these days that I don't like theater and opera and any of these things. Like I have nothing against it. I just want to say that I'm not saying that I don't like performative stuff. So I'm not against like movies and stuff. Just want to keep that, like, make that clear. I actually watched some movies from these years, from this year.
you watched more.
I cannot talk. Sorry, I don't know if I could express myself in any language, but I watched.
I get it. I see you, babe.
Yes, thank you. And I've watched some, and they were quite good. But
The two out of the
two out
nine
of like
or whatever.
9 I watched. Yes, but but I hate when people are trying to be funny. You know what I mean? Like
That's something to me. Yeah.
I'm not sure that person knows they're not funny, but it comes
Also, do
across
they
as super
care?
not funny. And I'm not sure, like, who is that bit for? Who's that joke for? Or, like, I don't know. It's just like, just can't imagine sitting in that theater or whatever it's called, like Dolby, whatever. And you sit there and these people throwing these jokes. I'm not sure how many drinks I would have to have before
Right.
to be able to, like, just whatever.
At the beginning to be like, oh, and so and so did that, and just doing the introduction to I'm
the
going to
naming
roast all of you guys.
that
Which
roasting part.
I think the only really good roast was probably it wasn't the Oscars. Was it like the Golden the Golden Globes?
Do you mean Ricky Gervais?
Ricky Gervais.
Oh my God, that was so
that
good.
was the only good
But I
one.
think most people hated that. I mean, most
Probably.
of society probably thought that was funny, but most of the
the
group
people who were
gathered
there
in that, like people from the
Probably,
industry
yeah.
probably were pissed. I don't know. But yeah, I love that. And I sometimes watch it. Just
It's like 9
to
minutes, but
freshen
yeah.
up and
It's like
just to freshen up and just get reminded of what is important in this world.
like a 1 a.m. reminder of like let's listen to some good stuff from the past.
Yes.
And think of
when you
the
get
world
lost
being
on
about-
YouTube and you should be asleep for for the past
you
2
tried
hours.
to do your 8 hours, but now it's just gonna be 4. But it's also
It's fine, and then you have to pee 5 times. And
yeah. And then it's too warm, but you're also like, okay, but I was too funny. And so now I got warm,
Yeah, you
and then
cannot-
also the J-Lo song
don't wanna, like-
does not help.
my God,
'Cause
J-Lo.
waiting for tonight is not what you should be doing before you go to sleep.
Yes,
But
and
yeah.
you don't want to break that streak, kind of, because you're like, oh my God, just one more. I'll watch this one. One more. I will watch like someone in China, like, I don't know, doing bubbles with their face or something, or like people participating in a cart pushing competition or something in
What?
some country. It's crazy what people like in general
What
come up with.
algorithm do you have? It's giving one of those quiz type of Friday night things. Yeah, I think I know what you mean, but that's
I
a
don't
really
even know.
blast
Maybe I
from
came
the
up with that, or
past.
maybe I saw it somewhere, probably on Instagram.
Anyway,
Yes.
we've all done that. I actually like doing that, and I like getting lost on YouTube. You know that.
Yeah, but I mean, I love that when it's like Friday and you don't have to wake up in the morning. The worst is like when I do it, when you realize that you already are not going to get enough sleep to go to work. Even if going to work is in another room in my house, that's a problem, you know, because I have a
still
problem
had
with
to get up.
I mean, I have an issue with alarm clocks and stuff. And I cannot like force myself to think normally before 10 a.m. normally. Like before 10 a.m. I cannot, like I had a call once at 9 and I babbled. Like I was like, I'm
just say
sorry.
good morning
I'm
in
sorry. We
another
need to
language.
go back and I need to start again. And everyone's just looking at me like I was crazy because they were probably like already up at 6 a.m. like doing
Their
treadmill
morning
runs or
routine,
whatever.
5 a.m. meditation stuff.
So that's not me.
right.
That's more you. I mean, you, meaning you wake up earlier, but you wouldn't do like.
You would think so, right? But not today. Not today.
No.
I
Did you have a good
woke up-
nappy?
I woke up. It was a normal 6:55 or something like that, and I was like, "Well, the world is your oyster.
Never feel like
you
that
can
in
do
the
what
morning.
you want." But it was too early for me to start the let's make a tea or rather an infusion, which you know I like in the morning. Do the sophisticated stuff.
I
that
already get
to me is
tired.
normal.
I'm sorry.
Yes, and I just didn't feel like doing it, so I thought, okay, you're actually gonna just do a little nappy.
And don't you
this-
have like a headache when you wake up from that second turn?
Not today, maybe, but not
Great.
today. I had a
Sounds
very
great.
strange dream of an apartment that I've never been to, so it's not based on an actual real life. I miss a
situation,
place
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
And there was this huge aquarium filled with those little beautiful fishes. And then I just turned and I was like, well, it's gone now. And then it was little aquariums all over the room. And the fish kept jumping out, sort of. And I was, oh my God, I need to run from one to the other. I don't know what it was. It was very pretty because they were pretty little fishes, but I didn't know. It seemed, it was giving struggle. Like I was struggling to keep things alive and struggled to.
You're struggling to keep
I don't
yourself
know.
alive. You're
And then I was
struggling to
like-
keep yourself alive in this in this weird world. That was a sign.
Very
That was like a
strange.
millennial dream.
So I don't think I'm good with napping as things like that.
No, but I think
happen
it's
to me.
about the phases of your sleep. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what they're called, like REM something. Like I'm not good with anything really. You will quickly notice in this that I
Any
just have
terminology.
heard. I've heard about a lot of things, but I don't know many things.
But you have ADD, so
Yeah, that's
to
fine.
be expected.
What was it again? Was I forgot. Double. I just know double, and that's fine.
And that works fine.
But I rarely remember any dreams. But I think when you have that second nap, like for example today, I woke up at 5:45, and I was so sure I need to get up already.
That's so of brand for you to know the
but
exact
that is
time up to the
I
minute.
love that when I wake up and I look at the clock and it's not because sometimes you wake up and you look at the alarm and it's like, okay, in 1 minute it's gonna go off. That's the worst. But sometimes today I woke up like 5:45 and I looked at my alarm and I was like, oh my God, I still have like 3 hours to go. Felt like Christmas and birthday in one day. I love that feeling. And I rarely get that because I fucking sleep for 10 hours straight. That's
Right.
not a problem for me. But it was such a crazy feeling. I love that. And yes, so I rarely remember any dreams. But when I do this, the second round of a nap or like whatever, Then I remember, but like for 4 seconds. They say that you cannot look through the window before you told someone that dream because you'll forget.
No, for me, it's just, what?
true.
That's
Yes, I read
a
that.
strange one, actually, because who
Like
does look out the window?
No, like
all?
not look out of the window, like physically, but look towards the window. Like the dream is
For
gonna
me,
leave
it's
through the window. That's what I've heard. That
Well,
sounds
dreams
stupid.
are very fleeting, right? But for me, it's just opening my eyes. The second I open my eyes, and sometimes I will wake up and I will actively tell myself not to open my eyes because I
Because
know
you want
it's
to
going to disappear.
analyze?
But I do, obviously. I love discussing it sort of with myself because usually they're such masterpieces that I'm surprised that my brain created this beautiful 90-minute movie.
No, I actually think
with
that
all the characters.
that's again not scientific, but I actually think because I talk so much and every thought of mine enters the world because I need to tell
be.
someone, like anyone really. Like I'll next thing you know, I'll be just poking people and like, sorry, I need to tell you something because that could be happening, but this is what I'm doing. And you're not doing that. So I think that maybe your like inner life is like rich in that sense that you give yourself more time and priority to analyze whatever you've been, going through in your day and dream and whatever. So I think that's interesting. I've never had that because probably I'm just, my imagination is that
and because of
I'm
your ADD,
over ADD and overstimulation. Yeah.
could be, but maybe I don't know. Also, you said something about 5:45. Do you have the same thing sometimes where you look at the clock at a very specific time and it's repetitively the same time? Like for me, it's 6:23 and then 4:23.
What?
Very
That just sounds
often-
very creepy, to be honest. It sounds like in some paranormal world or something. I just saw like a meme today, like a reel. I don't even know because I'm the old type of millennial. So I am confusing things. Like I don't know what like a GIF is. I don't even know how to pronounce it.
don't
And then
know
what
what
like a
it
meme is,
stands
and then a
for.
reel is. I don't know. But I saw a reel, and someone said I looked at the clock and it was 11:11, and I knew that day was gonna be bad. And I was like, okay,
I thought 11:11 is supposed to be like a lucky number.
Is it?
Any even time, like 5:5, whatever, 12:12, stuff like that.
I
is
don't
supposed
think
to be
I
lucky,
have
think.
enough. I just don't pay attention to these things.
Yeah, that's what happens.
But interesting with looking at the time at the same.
Now I don't think about it as much, but I was a time a couple of years ago when I was thinking about it more intensely because I kept just really looking at a specific time and it always was the same. And sometimes it would be strange for me to wake up, think, okay, I don't need to look at my phone now because I never had a clock, like an actual clock after I probably, when you leave school, do you need a normal clock? And then you're in your bed and you're doing the closed eyes, thinking about your dream thing.
Yeah.
And then even though I took a couple of minutes, I still looked at my clock at 6:23. So I woke up earlier.
Would you connect it to something? Do you
I
think
have
that
no
that's
idea, but it's
like
very strange.
an important time in your life when something important
nothing
happened?
happens.
Nothing happens in my life. Sorry, I don't have any recollection of anything happening.
No.
Interesting,
But also irrelevant, probably.
I don't know.
Coincidence, probably.
I don't know. I don't like.
Maybe
really,
it's
I
just-
don't do that. So I don't know.
the whatever.
Your brain lives in like intervals, and you're not looking at a clock, but the clock is watching for you. I don't know, something like that. I just came up with this.
Maybe it's my inner rhythm.
Yes.
That just
Telling
okay.
you to look at the clock so you know where you are.
And that's
at.
another mystery explained. Okay, y'all. So that's almost
I would
true
like
crime.
someone to like after listening to this episode or any episode really of our chit chat, someone like a psychologist or like a scientist go
Right.
online and then like do a double long episode about detangling the shit we talked about and is not true.
Double long. You wouldn't listen to it. That it would have to
No,
be
but
like 10 minutes.
you know what I mean.
We went to a Leon Thomas concert recently because
Yeah.
he's touring right now in Europe.
Yeah.
And we thought that it was just good vibes,
Yeah.
I think he has a specific swag, probably, if you're still allowed
he's
to use
just
the word.
relaxed, I
don't
feel
know,
like.
a swag, I think.
Probably no.
Anyway, but yeah, I like the the whole atmosphere and
Yeah,
everything
that was
about
great.
it.
Yeah, and I think this is so cool about artists that are. I mean, I'm not saying he's not popular, but not that big yet. You know, like
Right.
he's still like touring in little. It's not a stadium. It's like what I
Right,
mean.
the venue is just not
Yeah,
the
like
biggest
small
you
venues,
get.
and I think that's so great because you get a completely different vibe, and you're basically feeling
Yes.
like the people that are around you that you don't know just feels like a little party, or you're just met a couple of strangers that you're just vibing with, and
Yeah.
people were dancing and everything. I just love that.
And you don't need to stand in a long line. The admin
No.
is just not there. Whereas
Yeah.
if you were to go to like an arena, like a stadium,
Yeah.
it's just so tricky. And then you want to leave fast and you can't because there's like 1,000 entrances, right? But still, the crowd is just really blocking all of it. And you feel like, okay, also, what's the public transportation that I'm going to use?
No, and the
Because
worst,
it's going to be filled.
and
yeah,
the worst, festivals.
festivals.
I'm too old for that.
Because you can't. I used to like festivals a lot, I have to say. But it was only for me for like 4 years probably that I would go there. Probably longer now that I think of it. But it was such a cool vibe. And it wasn't as fancy, cool, or it was cool. No, it was cool. But
Was
it
it
wasn't what it
affordable
is
back
now.
then? I don't
It was
remember. It was.
completely different prices. You would pay like, I don't know how much money, but it was really affordable for someone who, I was a teenager.
Or was
And
studying.
so,
Yeah.
it was normal to do, but it was also not about what you would wear. It wasn't about the whole Coachella type of pretending to be a cowgirl type of thing. It was just so normal. And people wouldn't even care about taking photos of everything
Yeah.
because Instagram was probably a thing back then, but I
I don't know.
remember
I
at
had
all.
like a Samsung something Galaxy, and whenever I turned on Facebook, the whole phone crashed. So probably don't have. That's why I don't remember many concerts because I'm like, have I been there? We recently talked, and I was like, how come you were at a Beyonce concert back then and I wasn't? And you were like, okay, we were at it together.
We went
and I was
together.
like,
Surely we went together.
I don't remember. Like my mind completely suppressed it. I don't remember.
But you know what? One of the best concerts I've probably ever gone to without having any expectations, Solange. I think that was a really.
But that was a
We
festival.
went there together.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was not why we went. I don't know who the artist was that we really wanted to see.
Was it DXX or James Blake or someone?
Hello.
James Blake is your love, I know.
Used to be. I'm not obsessed with the new album. I'm sorry, James.
Okay, let's whisper.
So he doesn't
know.
hear. Yeah. But no, I really liked it, and I recently actually purchased the vinyl from
her.
back then. Yeah.
No, that
'Cause I
was good,
liked
but
it
I
so
remember I
much.
was there with some friends and I talked through the whole thing, so I don't know.
That was the very strange combination that we had people from, so many different groups
Sleep at our
sleep
parents'
at
apartment.
Our parents' apartment.
That was so weird.
So strange. That was probably the last festival I've gone to.
Yeah, but it is also something you do when you're like 20. That's fine. You don't care so much. Now I would die sleeping like with six, seven people
No.
from different groups in one apartment that's like 50 square meters.
No.
No like freedom
Also,
to fart or
I
anything.
don't think we're friends with those people, any of them, by now. So, but we still talk to each other. So.
We're sort of related. But I mean, that wouldn't mean a thing if we didn't like each other because we don't believe in the you're related. You need to talk to each other.
The blood is thicker
like-
than water or something.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about it.
Yeah, me neither. Like either you like someone or you don't. And if you really don't like someone and that person happens to be in your family, then you just like avoid them.
Just ignore having
Yeah, you
to
ignore
be...
it. I avoid, but I don't ignore. But
Isn't
yeah,
it
that's
the same?
different.
Well, right. Okay. You would avoid, but then eventually you would sit at a table with them and I would just say, sorry. Not even sorry. I would just disappear.
Yeah, disappear. That's a good word for you.
And I think it's okay to do so. So don't feel like you...
I don't know. You know how it is. Like
Why are you judgmental about
no, I'm not
that?
judgmental. I just am
I
not
just don't like when people try to
comfortable.
waste my time.
No, yeah, I'm not.
I don't want to listen to small talk.
I'm not comfortable with that yet. Like whenever I am in a friendship or in a relationship where I don't feel well, I have a big issue because I think I need to like make a point and make like an ending conversation, like go into like tell
No,
that
but
person
it's-
why it's ending and stuff. And you would be just like
Ghosting.
ghosting.
But I don't mean friends or people
like
who you were
but in
close
general.
with, but like you have all sorts of cousins or like your parents have family members that they're not necessarily your family, you would say, because I don't know, having a
don't feel
godfather,
connected
for
to them.
example, that's not necessarily family. It could be just a random person they've
Yeah.
met.
Yeah.
But still, it's seen as a family member. Do you know what
Yeah,
I
that's
mean?
a that's
Do you hear
a
what
big
I'm saying
topic.
about
Yeah,
this one?
that's a big
So
topic.
I find family is a very limited thing for me personally.
Yeah.
And then even in that very limited circle, you do not have to get along with people, and it's also fine.
No, exactly. And I
If you don't
think
wanna
like
hang
we
out,
all
just
we all love the concept of family. Like the concept of family sounds great. Like remember when I was small,
Amazing.
like looking at all the like Christmas commercials, people getting together, like huge groups of people, everyone unpacking presents and like enjoying themselves. But like as you grow older, you realize that is not real. I mean, I'm not saying it's not real. Probably it's real for
just-
some people. It's
right.
reserved for some people. But then I don't feel like we've had that great connection with so many people in our
Yeah.
family that I would actually like actively like to sit down and say like, oh, let's spend time together. You know what I mean?
I was not looking
and I'm not even
forward to
talking
seeing
about.
them
I'm not even
again.
talking about our close family, but like you
Yeah.
know, like some relatives farther away. So
So this is what I mean.
I still feel that like in my head there's a dream like maybe at some point I could do that commercial thing and feel that vibe, but I think it needs to be other people, and probably I would maybe not even match that group. You know what I mean? So it's just an idea of how it would be, of how
Yeah,
cool
but
it would be.
I think confession. I did I did watch what's the Macaulay Culkin title? Home Alone or
Home
something.
Alone, yeah.
I went to the movies to actually watch it last year
Great.
because I just felt like it.
Yeah.
And it was like on the 22nd
Was it a
or
lot of
23rd.
people in the
it was
at the
huge
theater?
It was a huge room and there were a lot of people, and it was, you know what it was? Cozy. Community style situation.
Togetherness.
I love
a togetherness situation.
I love an
where, like,
event.
Yes.
I think it's gonna be the World Cup or something now, which probably I'm not sure I'm gonna watch it, but
Yeah.
still I like the idea of this summer being about something
Yeah.
that people are getting excited about.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, let's grab a beer even if you don't feel like it. It's just
Yes.
let's do something.
Yes, all of these things that, for example, before Christmas or before like a national holiday in a given country where you're at, like everyone is shopping, everything is going crazy and grabbing stuff to do a barbecue next day or like getting drinks. And I also find this, I don't have to talk to these people, but there's a quiet sense of togetherness in these moments where
Yeah.
like, yes, we're all planning for the same and we're all having our plans and have a group of people that we like to spend that time with, and it makes me feel I don't even get annoyed by the like traffic or anything. I'm just like, oh my god, that's just so cute and so great, and this is the most togetherness I think with people that I don't know. You know what I mean? These moments, I love that.
Because it's the type of togetherness you enjoy because you don't need to actually connect with
No, you
individuals.
don't need to
It's
talk
about
to anyone.
knowing that you're not missing out on
Yeah.
the thing that everyone
Yeah.
else is doing.
Yeah.
So I love it absolutely. So I went to see the movie. Amazing movie. I also like going to the movies because of
But
the sound.
did you see the part one and part two? I mean, both are great.
part one, not the New York one?
Yeah.
Sort of like the OG.
Yeah.
Home Alone. And that. But what did I want to say about it?
I don't know.
Oh, about, the family togetherness
Oh, yeah.
and gathering and stuff like that. I find the message of the movie, which always was he wanted to be alone and he wanted to, not for people not to annoy him and the, annoying cousin again and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And then he felt lonely and he wished for
I don't know.
he wished for them to come back. And then when they were there, he was so happy. And the overall message of the movie is, what a fun kid and what a fun story. But really, it was about celebrating Christmas, which is,
Yeah.
probably like the biggest family gathering type of scenario you can have.
Yes.
And I liked it.
No, I love that
And
movie.
I've watched the movie probably like thousands of times.
Yes.
No, that's crazy. But you know,
No, I watch it every year. I feel like it's on the TV, like because during Christmas
Yeah.
or before Christmas or whatever. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And I think it's even more. Which one is more Christmassy, the New York one, the second part, or right, or both? I don't remember.
more Christmas.
And this is also funny. Like I watch it every year, and I don't remember.
But it's not something you. So this is why I liked going to the movies, to actually focus on the details, and then I was paying more attention to the dialogues, which were more meaningful to me. Obviously,
Yeah.
this what I wasn't scrolling, I wasn't doing all
you
the
never
things.
scroll, but
like-
okay.
depending on what I'm. Well, and so what's more Christmassy? I don't know. I like the New York Story where I think he went into like a toy shop.
Yes.
Was it a toy shop or
Yes.
just decorate stuff
Yes.
like that?
Yes, yes.
And he gave him the dove, and he said, that's the message of you should really gift it to
Yeah.
someone who you care about or something, and then your
Yeah.
doves will be whatever. It's just cute. It's kind of
Cute.
just
and
be
how
so
he then
nice.
got so many gifts for his family when they all met from that guy. Oh, that's just so we're so nostalgic
it
about
is-
the old days, however that sounds like we're from the 1800s, but
Yeah.
but the 90s.
I think the 90s, and then specific other movies, like one of our favorite ones, Family Stone, obviously. Also, nice family gathering.
But so
and beautiful.
difficult.
But also, this was beautiful, but different to the commercials that we're talking about that are like, coffee company commercials. Old style, like probably in America, like Barnes and Noble would have commercials about things that, I don't know if,
Yeah,
But
understand.
the big companies that are promoting chocolate probably or something like that,
Yeah.
and that you don't even have interior design that would match the vibe nowadays.
Yeah. But
right?
but it lives rent free in your
Yeah,
head.
yeah.
So no, but genuinely, I was in the past. I hated watching old movies, and when
That's not an
I
old
met my
movie.
current partner, if I can
Yeah.
say that, I started watching more stuff with him. I am watching westerns now, which I think is so crazy because I would never, ever see myself doing that. And they are like 3 or 4 hours. And I'm like, oh my God, that's an interesting plot. Like, and I love it. And still don't like black movies, black movies, they're the colorless. I hate that. Like, I feel like I need to turn on the color, it's just not
like
good
you need
for my
glasses,
eyes.
like something. Yeah.
Exactly. But I do like old movies. And recently I watched, I think for the first time, but I'm not sure what it's called, but when this was the movie where Natalie Portman used to play like an 11-year-old or 10-year-old whose
Right.
family is killed by some sort of mafia or like some bad policeman, whatever. And Jean Reno or whatever his name is. So he's playing there. And I watched that movie like 5 million times, but probably just bits of it because I fell asleep or something, or I couldn't concentrate. And now I watched the whole thing and I just felt it was so good. Like, why is no one making movies like these? It's not even a great movie in that sense that it would like deserve an Oscar. I'm just saying that it's just like such a vibe, and like her role is so great. I must admit, I don't fancy her now. Like, she's not one of my top actresses that I would like die to see a movie with. But she was so good in that one, and so I'm really rewatching stuff or really watching stuff for the first time that I've never seen because I was like 0 years old when it came out.
It was a 1994 actually.
Yeah.
It's called Leon the Professional.
Leon the Professional, was that
Yeah.
the original
Yeah,
name? I
that's
think they
the title.
translated it the same way in the country where we are currently in. So
yeah.
interesting. I would have
It's
never
an
said.
8.5. I mean, not, but I just googled. So here's
No, it's actually like
Here's your extra knowledge.
quite a good one. Yes. So I like these old. And
She
then
was
yesterday,
12.
12.
12. I thought she was maybe like 7, but she was
No.
petite.
She was like a little woman already, but yeah, these types of movies. So Home Alone. I mean, I know it's different types, but it's from that period that make you feel things. I feel like
It does make you feel
like
alive.
it's really rare. I often talk about this how the last good movie I watched was 2010. I always keep
Which-
talking about that.
I wanted
Which
to
is
say
not
at the
true.
beginning, no, but wow, what a bridge. And at the beginning, I wanted to say, wow, what a segue to Oscars, how you just combined it. Like, wow, hosting 10 out of 10. And now let's bring it back to the Oscars, actually, because I think the reason why you really wanted to watch the Oscars was because it was around the time of Revolutionary Road with Kate Winslet and Leo.
I love that
I
movie,
think-
but I am so afraid to rewatch it. I think I watched it just once, and I loved it so much.
Once,
and
I've watched it.
No, and I
15
think I'm
times.
afraid because sometimes when I love something, I don't want to rewatch it because I'm afraid it's going to be worse than what I thought in the first, like that, what my
But
first
I
thought
don't
was.
think with this one, I don't think that would work with this one. I think it's a really good movie.
And I feel like somehow in my head, it was like, okay, that was the last good movie I watched. So now I'm just not watching stuff. Obviously, I'm watching stuff. And I actually feel there's a couple of movies.
No, we just watched a movie that we like,
that we
Sentimental
liked.
Value.
Sentimental Value is a really good movie for us.
For us. But I think
I
Revolutionary Road.
I really want to rewatch Sentimental Value when it comes out on like a streaming or somewhere.
Yeah, I think it's Canal Plus or something, so it's going to be available. But
I
that's not a
I
streaming
need to watch it at
platform I use.
least 2 more times to get all the because there's so much drama without
There's
words.
so much
There's so much
unspoken
thoughts.
dialogues.
Yes, there's so much eyes given and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so I feel
yeah,
like
yeah,
we need
yeah,
to
yeah.
love that really. And I'm not going to be original. I also loved Hamnet, but I feel like there's a lot of movies that are good. I'm just saying that it's sometimes in my head, it's stuck to my head that 2010 and Revolutionary Road was like the last year where
Revolutionary Road, I
everything
think
made
was
sense.
2007 or something.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to laugh right now when you said Hamnet because last night actually we were watching something more of a soap opera thing that we watched almost ironically, but also we're kind of serious about it. Okay, so we were
Depending on the plot.
depending on
Because they keep
some-
changing the plot, like they keep changing the character. How do you say?
No,
like,
this-
every episode is about different characters. that's what I'm
depending on
saying.
which characters they're showing,
Yeah,
we're gonna
so
watch
some
it or not.
characters are
And
a
sometimes-
strong pass.
Yes, and sometimes we're hate watching, but sometimes we're really invested. Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
next week we're gonna be invested. Monday is a go.
But I feel like also like with this episode or like this podcast, I also need to be around tipsy or tired for these to make sense. And I'm super funny when I just wake up and I'm not sure where I am. Then the comments make sense.
This is in relation to your comments last
To
night
the
being
series,
so good.
yes. Or not last week, but
in general.
some, yeah.
Our comments are really chef's kiss.
Yes.
So no, but so there was, this dramatic scene of, just brothers looking for each other and something in that space. And you said, wow, the music, it's giving Hamnet.
This is what I'm saying now to
The
all
cheapest
songs that make me
production
feel
you could
something.
ever think about. And then to think of,
I don't think it's so super cheap, but
wow.
I do
What
think no
what's the word?
anything
You're like
anything
a
that is just
connoisseur.
anything that is just now sad and like somber or whatever you call it, it will remind me of Hamnet because I just genuinely think
Right.
that's a good movie and I'm not even here for the like mother-child relationship or anything like it. I just thought that it was really great acting and the music and stuff, and also I need to rewatch it. For sure.
Really?
I watched so many clips on social media in the past, like after watching the movie, and every time I watch like a clip from either the end or like the middle when shit goes down, I always like I have a tear in my eye. I think it's
Wow.
such an emotional movie, but it's also because like I do not usually cry in life, so movies give me the space to do that finally. So maybe that's why I like movies like that.
I haven't watched it, and I don't think I will. I'm not against it or anything. It's just I don't feel I think I might be annoyed when watching it. And I don't. If it's boring, it's okay. I'm
But
gonna
I've
get
seen-
over it.
but I've
I
seen-
don't like to be annoyed during a movie. And it's not because, do you think I'm stupid? Like the plot is too stupid or it makes no sense or
No, no,
anything.
no.
I
But
would be just annoyed with not being in the necessary vibe.
Yeah, I understand. I don't know because I have no idea about movies. Just to be very clear, I have no idea about like if
But what do you need to know about
No,
movies?
but what
really?
I'm saying is I'm not a professional. Like I don't know if that was good acting or not good. Like I
But you
don't know
feel it.
these things, but I feel like to me it makes sense. And I think I watched like like an interview with someone, I think it was Bradley Cooper, who said that the whole point of like watching a movie and acting is that you have to actually believe that this is not acting and that she's actually living that life. And he said it was very, very clear in that movie that the main role, that she was just like, it felt like it was
Wait,
happening
Bradley
to her.
Cooper said that about
The Hamnet and the main and Jesse Buckley. So I agree with that, but I'm as said, I'm not a professional, so I don't know if that's good in like cinematography terms. I'm talking about my
But I'm gonna be honest with
know.
you. I don't care about strictly what's good from a cinematography point of view. I like movies that I click with.
Yeah.
Simply. And I rarely say, wow, that was an amazing, the last, now I'm going to say it, you're going to hate on me probably, but like the last movie I can think of when I think, wow, what a movie, is Titanic, because it's just bigger than what we can understand.
No, listen.
And back to, when it was made and stuff like that.
Listen, I understand that.
Now we're going to, okay.
No, listen. I understand that.
Wait a minute.
I understand that. I am not fighting anyone talking about that they loved the
Can you
movie
tell
or
how
the movie
aggressive she
was.
got?
I got serious.
Okay.
No one sees my brows now, but I got serious. They're up.
I can tell
They're
you
living
have
their own
no
life.
Botox.
Yes, thank you. I'm not doing that yet. But they say that I should have started 10 years ago, so I don't know it makes sense anymore. But what I'm saying is I don't fight anyone that thinks this movie was good, because obviously in like I don't know how to pronounce it,
It's
but in
just
cinema terms, it was
how?
good, and like the effects and the acting and everything and the whole story. Of course, it was big. It was 1997.
No, I don't know. I don't remember.
Can you check? But yeah, but I was
I don't remember. Let me Google.
yeah. So yeah,
What
I don't fight with that, but I just hate that movie. I hate it.
And it's okay. It's a 1995, 7, sorry. But then, when did they start
I think I hate it because I don't like movies that come from that period. I just don't like costume stuff, which I think it is a bit of a costume.
I would say
thing.
I don't like it either. It's just for
And
me.
I hate the water, obviously. This gives me so much anxiety. Why would I watch this? When
gives
shit
me
goes
so much
down and the
anxiety, yeah.
water is everywhere and people dying and stuff. I'm
And
like,
you're in the
and
middle
I'm not
of
even
nowhere.
emotional.
I don't like that part of it.
And
at
I'm
all.
not even emotional about him dying or whatever. I don't care. But I just,
You're
movie
not?
no, I don't. But
See,
this movie
is
gives
so
me so much
strange.
anxiety that I
It
just
gives
cannot
me a lot
take
of
it seriously.
anxiety. But I think so. No, why I'm saying that it's such a big movie is because the boat or whatever you're supposed to call it and everything is just big. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So in that sense, it's just like, how do you make movies like that? But it's the
No,
how did they
of
make
course.
Interstellar, other stuff like that?
Also haven't watched it. But this is like 4 hours or something, right?
No less, but
No, I really like emotional squeezers in that sense. I'm not sure that like a tear
so
tear
but other
squeezer.
than that,
but
I just don't care for movies to be good and someone who's really smart and talks about movies all the time.
and also,
will
if you
tell
look at
me
the
that it's good.
Oscars and who wins and stuff, it usually is not about what is good and not, right? But this is not something we should say. That's not politically correct. But I feel like, sometimes the movies that win or the actors that win, and nothing against actors, but the movies in general, that usually is off. Like, I wouldn't say that this and that should have won. So I don't even understand, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But I like sad movies, and I like movies that make me feel a lot of things, and that I need to like think about it and then cry it out, sort of. And I think you are more you like movies that are about quiet emotions. So there's like a quiet thing to it where nothing really happens in that movie, but there's so much movement in the quiet.
Yeah.
And I like that too. That's fine.
I also like when they show things that normally would be considered boring, because you can make a movie about a regular ordinary life, really, because it's going to be boring, because like someone is just brushing their teeth, and they do it now because I think it's a vibe more, right?
Yes.
To do those things. But I really like it. Today I actually woke up and I had a feel, when you have your windows open, you probably don't have the feeling, but still I'm just going to go for it. my window, my window was open, and there's a kindergarten nearby,
Yeah.
and the kids were, doing something in the garden probably or something. So they were loud, but it's, not that close for me to really feel like it's extremely loud. And it's a vibe of, it's getting warmer now.
Yeah.
But you can also feel the wind breeze type of thing really, on your skin, where you
Yeah.
still get a tiny bit of, your skin gets still a bit tight, I think, from how not freezing cold, but colder
Yes.
it is.
Yes.
But the sun is there, and I felt like there's these what's the inner space
blinds
called?
or whatever?
No. In between, when you walk into like a building that's built in a square type of shape,
Yeah.
or even in a circle, whatever.
Yeah.
What's the inner space called? I
No
don't know.
idea. Like a
But
foyer. I'm not sure what.
But not,
but
not
I,
the entrance into the building, but there may be a tree inside there. Do you know? Recently, we
You mean
went
like
to
an inside garden, like the
Something like
courtyard
that,
or
but-
whatever.
something like
Yeah.
where recently we saw Sentimental Value. There was
Yeah.
that inner.
Oh yeah, I don't
Yeah?
know what it. I think it's
I don't know
like
what it's
a
called. I
like
know
a,
in other languages. I don't know in English, but maybe you know what I mean. So
like a mid yard.
something like that.
Yeah.
And there's this strange vibe at like 2 p.m. or something where you can hear the kids and it's giving slightly. I remember Frances Ha with what's her name? Sorry, not to be disrespectful. I just forgot. Greta Gerwig.
Yes.
She goes to Paris and she wakes up and she probably took 1,000, because of jet lag and everything. She slept until, the very late afternoon. And she wakes up and she only hears the kids from a school nearby or something.
Yeah.
And it's giving that time where I usually feel uncomfortable a little because my day stops at around noon. And so this is it's like me, I can see myself, and it's a memory from some time probably. And this gets weird. Where I can, it's on my skin and it's a smell. Where I know I probably have been in one of those inner yard type of things.
Yeah.
And I knew the kids were screaming in the background, and I knew that it was sunny yet cold. And it's just it's a 2 p.m. vibe for me. And I don't know how we got here, but that was my thought.
That you woke up
Oh,
with it.
right. So when they show things like that in movies, this is where I feel like, okay, I feel seen.
I think you like things that are relatable and that are quiet in their expression.
Yeah, that seem more normal to me than
Yeah.
some type of an actress in some kind of really cool.
But this is more
movie.
where European cinema comes
Yes.
in, because that's more usual for them. But I mean, yeah, they're
Just weird things that no one talks about. And
By
then
the way,
I feel
Frances Ha, that was a good movie. I feel like I need to rewatch it. I forgot.
I think we've talked about more things than we thought we would actually, and I feel like there's things that I wanted to address that I have not, like the fact that I brought you soap and
So
I don't know.
important, so important.
So important,
Thank
but
you.
I did wanna mention
now
something, I'm
everyone
not
knows
sure.
that I actually wash myself. But
or just your hands in that case. But
yeah,
that's fine.
But yeah, we have a lot of thoughts, and it's gonna be like that. That we sort of
we're
sometimes
gonna-
start off with something you want to discuss, and then you're just like dash off into something completely different. But that's fine. That's what this is. I think that's the point.
And that's it. I think I actually
I realized
asked
I
for
never-
water.
yes,
And I did not get
water.
Water.
There was an interview
You
with
did not.
Emily Blunt once. She was on some sort of night whatever,
night.
and the guy, the host, asked her if her kids are more American or more British because her husband is American. I feel like, right, and she's British.
I forgot.
Yeah, and she was like, my kids used to say things that are very American, like, "Can I have water?" And then they're like bridging into British, doing something, and she was like, "Water, just say water." And I was, whenever I hear that, I'm like, that must be so funny to have like a little British kid. I would die, because that's just the sweet. I think
Yeah,
that
I was
sounds
just-
so cute and serious in those little mouths.
It is. I was telling you around Christmas that one of my work colleagues' daughter was like, "Oh, can I have that? can I have that? No, I'm not gonna do it because it's not
Can I
gonna
have a
sound
little
cute.
glass of water?
No, but she was like, can I have
cannot
that
do it.
lemon, Dad? And they don't say Dad. She probably said Daddy.
Yeah.
It was just so cute. And I just heard her from, from
In the background.
probably, the
Yes.
hallway or something.
No, little humans
to die
are the
for.
cutest when they speak certain languages. Not all, I feel like, but
He didn't feel like it.
But
He
the
was like, okay, like,
yeah, whatever. For him, it's
finish the
normal.
call.
But for us, it's sort of cute because we're not so interested in like
Yeah.
spending so much time with kids. But when you actually do spend time
No,
with
it's
them,
specifically accents with kids are just adorable.
that's cute. That's
Adorable,
true.
yeah. But anyway, our accents are what they are, and next week we're gonna try another one probably.
Why not?
Okay, see ya, because I really need to drink now. Bye.
Yeah.